have to talk about some rather interesting news involving former Michigan coach Sherrone Moore. It was revealed today that his felony charges were dropped after a judge ruled his mistress not a victim of stalking. Evidence presented in court showed that he was set up by the cops, and the cops withheld evidence. Also, there's a tweet from Dove Kleiman saying that he's officially reached a plea deal after being arrested after allegedly breaking into his mistress's apartment and stalking her. Almost all the charges against Sherrone Moore were dismissed. A felony home invasion and other charges were dropped and pleaded no contest to two misdemeanors. Is Sherrone Moore owed an apology?
All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
At this point,
I'm happy for him, man. I was supporting him the whole way.
What part of him were you supporting? Like the cheating part or just the...
I live in a gray area, bro. Things happen. Acho. Nobody lives in this perfect world. Cheating is wrong. He did it. He was wrong.
But you said you were supporting him. Were you supporting the cheating?
No,
I need clarity.
I got his back. It's like, hey, I know you messed up. We all mess up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get your family back, you know, if you can.
Yep.
Right? And they do better. You know what I mean? Seek some counseling. Stuff like that. That's how I got his back.
I got you.
So I don't judge you cheat. I mean, you supposed to go to hell because you made a mistake.
Or jail. Yep.
Or jail. But he's not going to jail hanging for that. A lot of these charges was dropped.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah. I don't think we owe him an apology. It's still play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Played a stupid game, he won a stupid prize. Because Sherrone Moore is the one who crashed out, figuratively speaking. Now, happy these charges got dropped because the stalking charge, the home invasion charge, like you invading the home of a mistress who was a highly consenting adult, following your wife on social media and sleeping with you at the same time. Like, let's be for real. Also, the mistress, how'd she get off the hook so scotch-free? You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one cheating in plain sight. So I think she got off the hook way too scotch-free, but we can't apologize to Sherrone Moore now. Like, the dude calling people, saying he's going to kill himself, getting arrested, like calling his wife, showing up, pulling out knives. Like, I don't think we owe him an apology, but I'm glad the charges got dropped.
Me too.
Well, yeah,
It's
it's an interesting situation now because the charges get dropped. I wonder, like, what evidence was actually there, or what evidence was actually used? What actually happened though? Because now they're saying that he had a butter knife to his throat, was saying he wanted to kill himself in her home, was walking around and she felt threatened and whatnot. But now they're saying the felony home invasion charges dropped. There's all of these other troubling things.
Well, I think because
that,
you can't.
what actually happened?
Because realistically speaking, like home invasion, did she let him in?
She let him in.
You feel me? Like your home invasion, you can't. Trey, you can't let me into your crib and then be like, Acho invaded my home.
Right.
You know what I'm speaking?
Yeah.
Saying? So, like, I think a lot of charges got dropped because you can't prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that he did these different things. He probably let him into the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or, like, willingly gave him a key to be able to use at any point in time, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because that's the real world.
The stalking charge getting dropped and whatnot. No, I mean, I hear what you're saying. Now, obviously, do I owe an apology for completely ruining his career by sleeping with the staffer? No, I'm not. Like, you tricked off being one of the best having one of the best coaching jobs in all of college football. Sorry, that's tough. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting situation now, just because nobody really knows what happens. I hope he can get to the point where he could potentially go work again. He can get another job somewhere. It's going to be tough.
Wife got his back.
His wife's still with him.
I respect that. Hey, he made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And he wish he could have, do it all over again, and he can't. But his wife is sticking with him. And I think that if he had to do it again, he would do it all over differently.
Yeah.
But we live in this world where, hey, man, real people with real emotions. And things may not go as planned, right? And like all this stuff with the side girl and all this and that was all wrong, right? And I think if he does it again, he has another opportunity to be a coach. He won't do it like that. So, brother, I'm happy that you got all your charges dropped. Coach Moore, just be smarter next time, man. We all been there.
Wonder if he got a prenup. And because maybe she's not there. If If they don't
get one.
Well, she was with him shooting in the gym when he was like coaching at Central Michigan as an O-line coach.
Yeah, probably
That's right.
She was with him shooting in the gym.
no prenup.
Right.
Nah,
Probably no prenup.
Probably
You
not.
think she would be there if there was not a prenup?
This protects your man.
I mean, but my thing is, even if he's not guilty in the court of law, the bigger thing is he's already guilty in the court of public opinion.
Yes,
And
that's
that
the
is
huge
way
part.
more significant, if we're being honest,
Well,
for him than the court of law.
I mean, I guess
For him.
I don't
Because
know.
not to me.
He's getting locked up on 2 felony charges. I
Oh,
deal
he
with
getting
the
booked?
court.
He's still getting booked?
No, I'm
no,
saying
no, court of law.
if he had been convicted, yeah, the court of law.
But I'm saying, like,
I-
realistically speaking,
I
court
deal
of
with
public opinion
and be free.
I don't think he's ever going to get he's going to be in jail on the street.
He's going to be free.
No, but you know the saying. You can be free and not free in your mind and not free occupationally and not like, think about it. How free are you when anywhere you go, you're being laughed, pointed at, taken pictures of, whispered about, jeered at? Like, it seems free, but how free is Sherrone Moore if he ain't never working again?
Let's ask them brothers we showed the screenshot of at the beginning of the show. When they, them incarcerated persons, would they trade places
Of
with
course, but
with
we're
Sherrone
talking
Moore?
about two different problems here.
I think he'll
What's
be good,
the two
though.
different problems? I would rather be laughed at as the butt of every joke going forward and be on this side of any prison
yard.
yard.
Though?
Facts.
Hardball gonna hire him. Yep, he gonna hire him. And then he gonna get his way. He gonna get his wings like that again.
With the Chargers?
Yep.
I just don't
There's
know.
really no such thing as cancel culture, if we being honest.
you mean?
He can't really be canceled.
He ain't do nothing wrong. I mean,
Who's
I'm
been
sorry.
canceled? Maybe 2 people in all of stardom.
He ain't getting in trouble for nothing, really.
Robert Kelly,
By the public, that don't really matter. Public gonna have their opinion. That's cool. They
Kevin
forget about it tomorrow. Hardball gonna hire him. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. Hire him. He gonna get his wings back. He gonna do that for a year or two. Then go back to college and get a job.
The reason I disagree is 2-5. You got to remember, like, he was accused of like doing some weird stuff to a white woman.
Q's don't matter.
Owner got to hire him before Harbaugh can hire him.
Yeah, owners.
You know what I mean? Like, GM got to hire
But
him.
there's some owners that don't get into all that bull crap. They live in the gray area. You know what I mean? They be okay, I get it. We can name a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, there's an owner for the Falcons.
Arthur Blank.
He's good sources. I won't get into my man's business. But
Yep,
good sources
yep,
say, look, if Vic would have said, yo, look, I did that shit. Things would have done differently for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when you lying to him, we thought we had a good relationship. Mr. Lurie's another one. People didn't want to hire Michael Vick with all that. Oh my God, he killing Dawson and third. You know what Mr. Lurie did? How can I judge you when I've done wrong? He's done wrong. Let's give somebody a second chance. So there is some owners that will give you a second chance. You know why? Because they live in the gray area.
Yeah.
And people make mistakes.
I'm all for people
I
giving
gotta
second chances. It's just going to be tough to employ that dude at a university now whenever he's sleeping with Staffords.
Well,
like, that's
and-
just...
and
Like
for-
23-year-old women.
Yeah, like,
it's
it's-
going to be hard to keep him around 23-year-old women when he's already shown he has a propensity
That's
to.
the
Somebody,
problem, though.
it happens all the time, bro. Somehow get somebody a chance. It happens all the time, bro.
Yeah, I think he gets another chance to coach, maybe at like the high school
But
level first.
let's be real. Not to go here, but we don't see black men getting these chances like that.
I just gave you a chance. I told you to make Vic.
That was a
That's a superstar athlete,
Superstar
No,
athlete.
but yeah, but when you
With
talk
superstar
about
talent.
dogs, people, dogs.
Yeah.
Yo, we lost some money. Well, I won't put no money up to it, but the Eagles. You know, people
Yeah.
had petitions. We ain't going to the game.
Bro, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you was there?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But after
Yeah.
a while, right? Because Mr.
Yeah.
Lurie said, hell no. Everybody needs a second chance.
Proving my point. There's no such thing as
Come
cancel
on
culture
now.
for real. But
But
I will say,
if you have elite talent.
You have elite talent.
Sherrone
yeah.
Moore was an average head coach. They wanted him fired anyway. Why do you think this got out? You know how many coaches are cheating right now?
Yeah, facts.
It's 10-17.
Yeah.
There's a coach cheating right now.
probably
no,
within the
definitely.
2-mile radius of it.
Literally.
Yeah.
And
Like this moment?
It's this exact moment.
Knee
This
deep in
moment.
some
right now.
with
Yeah.
the Speakeasy on.
At this
Wow.
moment.
Yes.
In the background.
And
Urban
they
Meyer
know.
did it at his own bar in front of everybody.
And
Well, so
Stafford
this-
no.
come
But
on
if you
now.
got elite, your talent makes room for
That
you.
is true. That is true. But can I be honest and say that we owe Sherrone Moore an apology?
I never said anything bad about it.
What for?
We owe him an apology.
Who's
What
you?
for?
Yo, I don't.
Because we negated to acknowledge an integral fact of this case,
Talk to me.
which is that white women have a track record of lying on black men when things like this happen. We can go back to Emmett Till, we can go back further, we can come back a little bit closer if we have to. But for the charges to be dropped against a man that this story blew up nationwide, had all of this damning evidence against him, and for 2 felony charges to be dropped with a young white lady involved, we know that brothers get the book thrown at them when they commit crimes against young white women.
This is true.
Yeah.
So
This is
for
true.
charges to be dropped and he's not an elite talent, like maybe an Orenthal James, I think we gotta apologize to that brother for maybe not believing him ahead of time, given the facts.
OJ.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But
You said,
remember,
you said
though,
like Orenthal James? or-
Elite talent. I'm saying he's not an elite talent like OJ. So
But here's-
if he got off and he was elite talent,
I would
maybe
give it to you except for this. Pause. There was a call on the record that we heard of Sherrone Moore's wife. This is his wife, also a white woman, came to his defense, standing by his side.
Yep.
Hey, my husband's crashing out. Here's his location. He's saying he's going to kill himself. This was his wife who went on record saying all of the things.
That's true.
That's where I'm like, I got to disagree with you, Social
true.
Trey, because
Yeah.
his wife, also a white woman, was like, hey, go protect my husband, please. And she's standing right there behind him, clutching his hand, you know. And you know what you're taught in court is like, hey, you want to prove a solid family, so go support him to help him
Yeah.
get off the case.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm like, hey.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think I don't know. It just I've just seen it too many times where people get the book thrown at him. So for him to basically get off with like a slap in the wrist and just being laughed at as the butt of jokes in the public eye makes me feel like she was more at fault than he was.
Well, I mean, I think that the underlying rumor from the very beginning was that like this was a known about affair
Yes.
that had been kind of allegedly. I'll throw allegedly out. This was a known about affair that got thrown out there to get him out of that position because they
Correct.
did not want him to be
Yeah,
in that
correct.
position.
that happens.
Correct.
I literally
Correct.
That had been the underlying alleged story
Yeah.
that had been coming from the
Yeah.
situation. So like
Yeah.
to say that this is surprising is like not true, but also you put yourself in that position, so I'm not gonna apologize.
Oh yeah,
for
no,
it,
that's
guys.
that's true. Yeah.
You put
play
yourself in
play
that
stupid
position.
games, win stupid
Win
prizes.
prizes.
I didn't. I was behind him 100% since day one.
100%.
Yeah, so I don't have nothing to apologize for.
100%. You were behind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all
Like
make
even
mistakes. I'm happy.
We
he's
might have to
good.
run the tape back on that.
Okay, I mean yeah.
Oh yeah, you.
No, he was. He was 100% behind him.
I support my black man. I don't know about.
Remember, he wasn't here that day.
I was there.
that
It was
TJ.
TJ. No,
It was
when he
TJ.
came in the next one when we talked about it, and yeah, he was
fair.
very much
That's fair.
defending.
Okay.